Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I am Marv and this is Readings by Marvelous Madame THRU. We are going to go and get into your weekly energy reading, and this is going to be for the beautiful sign of Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective in the pinned comment and has been addressed by me in the intro. I'm having to go live and do a reverse for everyone. It's actually counterproductive, but unfortunately, this is the only way that I'm going to get them up for you. So I started out doing my normal recording, guys, and it would not record everything. So like I said, everything you need is below in the description box. This is Mercury retrograde, so we just gonna keep moving. This is the weekly energy reading. All right, so guys, this week brings a full moon in Pisces, which is a blue moon on August the 30th, and we end with Venus stationing direct. I've pre-shuffled. Let's get into it, and we do have No Place Like Home. The card of 50. No place like home. There is no place like home, but intuitively, Cancerians, I am feeling like there's been a lot of struggle and strife as it comes down to home. All right, and what that means to you. Let's go ahead and go into the card of 50. Fives bring instability, change, and conflict. So this is about authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit in, being comfortable in your own skin. So, is someone coming home to you, or are you returning home to something? Whatever this feels like, I'm going to tell you, Cancer, your philosophy has changed. Your outlook about something has changed. You have changed. And I'm telling you that because I know that this full blue moon in Pisces is bringing a new perspective for you, because there's a Uranus element to that. It is hitting you in your ninth house of beliefs and philosophies. So there could be something that you went in prior to this transit thinking, or 6 months ago, if we're talking about the full blue moon in Pisces. 6 months ago when you were setting intentions and planting these seeds, now that they have come to fruition, something has changed within you. And this is what this is talking about. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is for Cancer. We're leading this with balance, 6 pentacles. Yep, and death. There is a death right now, something that is transitioning. Thank you very much. There's our burdens, and there is the Hierophant. You're different. You're different. The surroundings are different. Whatever you started, you're different than what you were before. It's just as simple as that, okay? When I am looking, sorry guys, every time. When I am looking at this energy, it is speaking to me. Right now, we're focusing on balance and scales. You're bridging the gap between the have and the have-nots and the will and the won't-nots. You're bringing balance back down into your life, and this transit could have done it. There is a home element here, and that could just simply mean what it sounds like. Maybe you thought that you needed to leave home in order to achieve something, but you are also finding out that maybe home is exactly what you need. Maybe this is representing a person, coming home to a person. Maybe this is talking about coming home to yourself. We're talking about death. We're looking at transition. There's definitely been some things that has fallen by the wayside, especially in this full moon. This week could bring a culmination and bring that to fruition and make that very evident for you. You're going to be looking straight at it, Cancer. Okay? When we're looking at Hierophant, there's a change. Like I said, there is a change in you, lovelies. There is some things that has changed your perspective, period, point blank. You are no longer the same person you were before you started. And it's just as simple as that, okay? I feel that you have gotten to a point where there was some type of maturation Different, when I say a change in perspective, hell, some of you guys, you know, you could change your perspective from driving to riding the bike. I don't mean things that are that mundane. I mean things that actually are profound and changing the way you live your life is what this Hierophant stands for. Bringing you a higher version of yourself, okay? Let's talk about the past. Extreme burdens, uphill battle. There's home right there. Uphill battles, maybe with yourself, maybe with other people, Cancer. Things that really have not been conducive to your learning, but was necessary. Let me rephrase. Things or environments that were no longer conducive to your learning, your spiritual growth, have fallen to the wayside. You are letting go of those things. And as a result of that, now they could have presented themselves in uphill battles, but you did learn something from it. And part of those burdens were walking away from those type of situations. We also have the Tower. Absolutely. So those burdens turned into a full-blown breakdown, and you had to forge a brand new path as a result of this. And now you're one step closer to being stronger than you thought you were. It's just as simple as that. Okay, this did happen in the past. Okay, top of the deck does show a King of Wands. You have a brand new focused passion here. You know exactly what you want, and you know exactly what you want to do. When we go one more down, you're walking away from things that no longer serve you. It feels very personal this week for you, Cancer. Okay, very personal. Go and check the reading out on your channel. If you want to go and get a different perspective on things, then that's up to you. I am looking at this, that there's a lot of water here. I'm going to tell you that. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. There could definitely be fire in the mix. I'm looking at that. But there's a lot of major arcana. So this one was hard on you, Cancer. This one was definitely one for the record books, okay? I'm really feeling like there's a lot of things that you went in. And like I said, now I'm going to take some time and go back to this. For those of you who are, this was a relationship for you. Lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. So you all are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in knowledge that is being reciprocated. So everything that you cut away that's coming back to you right now will, especially after these transits, and these longer transits, I believe that everybody that stayed after you went through the worst of this is meant to stay in your life. As far as a protection message, there are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. See, that's and I think that that's the route that you went. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities that we seek in other people and external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. And I think you learned that, and you learned that because if you remember, and I'm gonna bring that card back out. You walked away right here from what no longer served you. You realize both sides of the coin when it comes down to home. You realize that, and you stopped craving familiarity and started challenging yourself to go after what you wanted. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar, and I think that that's what you did. And trust that you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Yes, that's exactly what this feels like. Remember, if you do the opposite of what you did, then you'll get what you got. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things that you don't want anymore. This time will be different, will not be different unless you do something different, and you did. You did just that. Let's peel back these layers. You did just that. Just that, Cancer. I think you went against the grain and you decided to challenge the status quo. And when you did that, I think you saw a change in yourself. Even if that brought you back to home, I think that this was exactly what you needed to wake you up from whatever you were holding on to. This is what was needed. I love this actually for you guys. I love this. This is exactly what you needed. Some of you guys did leave. You left home. You abandoned the thoughts of familiarity and challenged yourself to do something different. And when you did that, I think that's when you actually got some things that came back, even if, again, that there is no place like home. You had to leave it in order to miss it. I know that sounds so simple. Sometimes the simplest of the simplicity of life is actually what is the most profound. And that's that. I love this for you. And this is just one piece. This also can apply if someone took a bet on somebody else instead of you. If someone bet against you, it's the same shit. Excuse my language today. It's the same thing. If they went elsewhere and they bet against you, they woke up to this and realized the same damn thing. Why am I cursing? I'm sorry. You had to change. You had to basically hit rock bottom. Mentally, this doesn't mean you lost everything, but sometimes that transitional energy from that death card will evoke those type of energies. You may be very well feeling like you hit rock bottom. You like, my goodness. And that's when you realize what you need to realize. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe, Cancer. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, okay? Sorry that you're having to get them the way that you're getting them. It's not a problem with the recording. It's just a problem with everything else that's going on. And this happens all the time. So it is what it is. Guys, I can't. I really did not want to do these in podcast version. I wanted them to be live. So this is the price that I pay. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next week when we do it again. Bye, guys.